Hi boys and girls, this is Mrs. Threehouse. On Wednesday, you read The Dot with Mrs. Raymond. The Dot is by a wonderful author and illustrator named Peter H. Reynolds. One of our third grade teachers, Miss Taylor, read another Peter H. Reynolds book on our Eastview YouTube channel called I Am Love. When we're done, you might want to go check that out. But I have some other Peter H. Reynolds books I want to show you. This one is called I Am Human, a book of empathy. The Word Collector, this is a great book for writers to read. Happy Dreamer is another Peter H. Reynolds book. And this book called Sky Color. Now he has a whole bunch of other books, but these are just the ones that I have here. I'd like to read Sky Color to you now, and it is by Peter H. Reynolds. He drew the pictures, he's the illustrator, and he wrote the words. He is the author. Sky Color, Peter H. Reynolds. Marisol was an artist. She loved to draw and paint, and she even had her very own art gallery. Not all of her art hung in a gallery. Much of it she shared with the world. She painted posters to share ideas she believed in. At school, Marisol was famous for her creative clothes, her box of art supplies, and her belief that everybody was an artist. Yes, Marisol was an artist through and through. So when her teacher told the class they were going to paint a mural for the library, Marisol couldn't wait to begin. The classroom buzzed with the sound of brainstorming. The students talked and sketched. Together, they made a great big drawing. Then they marched to the library. I'll paint a fish. I'll paint one too. I'll paint the ocean. Marisol shouted, I'll paint the sky. Marisol rummaged through the box of paint, but she could not find any blue. How am I going to paint the sky without blue paint? The bell rang. It was time to put their brushes down for the day. As she climbed aboard the bus, Marisol kept wondering. All the way home, she stared out the window. Notice the sky in the background. The sun lowered closer to the horizon. Have you ever noticed the sky looking like that at your house? Later at home, Marisol watched day turn into night. That night, Marisol settled down into a deep dream. She drifted through a sky swirling with colors. The colors mixed, making too many to count. In the morning, Marisol stood waiting for the bus in the rain. The sky was not blue. She smiled. At school, Marisol raced to the library. She grabbed a dish and began adding colors. This one, that one. She swirled the brush to make an altogether new color. Marisol began painting on the wall. A boy asked, "What color is that?" Marisol said, That is sky color." So she used all those colors that she saw as she was looking at the sky at her house. I just love Peter H. Reynolds' books. I think he's such a great author and illustrator. I'd like to take another look at The Dot, the book that you read with Mrs. Raymond on Wednesday. So I just want to look at a few of the pages that show us some of Vashti's dots that she drew. She started out making different colored dots, and then she mixed some colors and made some new color dots, and she made big dots. And in this painting, she even made a dot by not painting a dot. So she left the middle white, and she painted around it to make the dot shape. So Vashti got really creative when she was creating all of these dot paintings, all of this dot artwork. What I would like you to do is to make your own dot art. There's really no rules. The only rule about it is that you have to draw dots. You can't draw people or lines or whatever, just dots. You can use paint, markers, crayons, pencils, colored pencils, pens, whatever it is you have at home to create some dot art. I hope that you share your dot art with your teachers. I know I can't wait to see the creations that my students make. And here's a couple that I made. I used paint, but you can do whatever you want. Making dot art is so fun because you could just be so creative. I can't wait to see what you make. Have a great weekend, boys and girls. We miss you.